What's happening, party people? Hey, guess what? I can't believe that it's been over 10 days since the finale of my season of The Biggest Loser. And I'm going to tell you something. I am still floating on cloud nine when I think about just all the love and support that I've had from many of you in encouraging words that you have given as I've gone through this process. And I want you to know that one of the things I have committed to is making sure I don't let you down and that I keep on going down this path because even though I weighed in at 308 on the finale, guess what? Uh, it's only the beginning. Actually, I have about 60 more pounds or so to go so I can actually get to my goal weight. And guess what? I'm going to get there. The other thing I'm committed to is paying it forward and actually helping to inspire other people to pursue their dreams and their passions and to actually help facilitate uh, them overcoming the obstacles that seem to be getting in their way as it pertains to pursuing the things that they want to pursue. And so, with that being said, there's something called the one click movement. And this was something that actually it was inspired by my love for roller coasters. As a matter of fact, since I was a little kid, I loved riding roller coasters. And to be honest with you, I used to do that a lot until right after college when, because of my size, I just wasn't able to do it. As a matter of fact, up until recently, I wasn't able to feel what it felt like to go from 0 to 75 in a matter of seconds because most of those roller coasters I was too big to get in. And I'll never forget, 2009 was trying to get on the Lightning Racer at Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And I remember standing in line and I talked to the attendant right before I got in line. I said, "Hey, do you think I'll fit?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah, you'll be able to fit." And I remember standing in line and I would size different people up. And I was like, "Oh, if they can fit, I know I can. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to fit. Am I as big as this person?" The day of reckoning came when I went to sit down, pull the lap bar back, and guess what? It wouldn't lock. And at one point, there were three attendants who came over to actually push it. You've probably seen this happen if you go to amusement parks and stand in line for roller coasters. And they were pushing and pushing and pushing. And at one point, there was one attendant who said, "All we need is one click. All we need is one click." But guess what? Never got the click. And I remember being embarrassed, but also just being sad because I was getting so pumped up, and all of a sudden, this dream wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to get to ride this ride. And I remember standing to the side, I watched the car pull away, and I remember thinking, wow, I was one click away from getting what I wanted. I could smell it, I could taste it, I could see it, but I couldn't have it. And I told that story to a group of my students in one of my college speech classes. And one of the things that he said to me was, "You know what, coach? Guess what? I have one click, and I've never struggled with my weight. But you know what? Going through this whole college thing, I just feel like I can't, I can't quite overcome the fear that I have of taking college classes." And then I had another person that I told the story to, and they were like, "You know what? It's funny you say that because my one click has to do with me actually leaving my job and starting my own business." There was another buddy of mine that went I go to church with, and one of the things that he said to me was, "You know what? When I think about one click, it's about actually building up the nerves to be able to actually ask someone to go out on a date." And those are things that each of us may take for granted, but guess what? Everybody has their one click. And so here's what it is: one click movement is an opportunity for me to actually take some of the things that I've actually gleaned through my experience as well as some other things and actually put it in the form of a book and actually inspire other people and give them the tools that they need to be able to really work through overcoming their one click. And what's nice about it is we talk about identifying your one click, talk about the plan to actually, work on and overcome your one click. And then after you activate that plan, guess what? You can celebrate. And for me, I get to celebrate riding roller coasters. And, that may seem very simple to some of you, but for me, that's all the world. Just this past weekend, I was actually able to ride some roller coasters at Six Flags America right outside of DC, and it was incredible. As a matter of fact, the very first ride I rode was the Apocalypse, and I actually don't remember much of the ride because most of the time I just was thinking back to when I actually heard that click of the seatbelt, and I realized that you know what, I heard my click, and now it's time for other people to hear their click. So with that being said, I'm asking you all to help me out to actually raise the funds that I need to be able to get this book produced. I've already started writing it. I'm hoping to have it written within the next couple of months, and I want to be able to get it written. I want to be able to get it produced and actually be able to have it in your hands within the next 3 months. And so, in order for that to happen, though, kind of need some money to do that. And so, we're looking at raising $10,000 to go towards the production of this project. Now, understand this. Let's say you don't have money to give. Guess what? Your prayers, your support, your encouragement, passing the word to others, those are things that you can do that actually can help. So don't feel like just because you can't give money that you can't be of help. Yes, definitely understand that whatever you can give will be awesome and doesn't always have to be money. Now, for those of you that do want to give, you'll notice on the Indiegogo project there are different perks to the level that you give, and I actually named each of them after some of my favorite roller coasters at different parks, and you can actually play a little game and try to figure out where exactly those roller coasters are. Maybe I'll come up with a prize or something later on down the road, and we'll have a little game about that. But with that being said, even if you give $1, guess what? That's $1 that goes towards getting this book out there. And in essence, what you're doing is you're actually investing in other people as well, so that we can have the one-click movement. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned for more updates as my travel schedule starts picking up, and also I'll keep you updated as well on the production of the book. And so, next 3 months or so, you're gonna have it in your hands. Thank you all, and be blessed.